Hi everyone, welcome to or welcome back to the Her Real Happiness YouTube channel. My name is Holly and here we talk about all things manifestation, law of assumption and that sort of thing. So if that is your kind of content and you want to see more from me, then please feel free to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell icon for notifications for every time I upload, because I don't really have an upload schedule, it's just whenever I have the time. I do try and premiere my videos just so that you have like, you know, an hour or so notice before before my videos come up, and then you know when it's coming at least, and then you get the first viewing. You get to do that I'm first comment that no one ever does on my videos because I don't have as many subscribers. So my dog is here. I will first premise this video by just saying my 4-year-old is grouchy. Not my 4-year-old, my 10-month-old is grouchy, and I have only had chance to be able to film this after I picked up my 4-year-old. And so he is here, he's in the background, you can probably see his hair, and he's watching the TV. My new phone has this like portrait mode thing, so it like blurs my background, and I love it. I am really feeling it. So you don't see as much of the mess that is behind me. Anyway, with all that out of the way and talked about, today's video, I said in the last one that I wanted to do a video on mental diet, and there's a few videos that I want to cover and a few things that I do want to cover, and mental diet is one of them. And I want to talk about it in the way that I approach it and how I find it most useful. And that may be different to, hi baby, that may be different to how some of you may have found that. That may have been different to how you have been taught in the past. But obviously I teach on here how I approach things, and so, and you know, all I can teach on is my experience. So that's what we're going to go with. Mental diet. Mental diet is very important, especially when you are changing your self-concept. And I think, to be honest, we should always be striving to improve our self-concept when it comes to certain things. We don't have to be perfect, and I hope that I make sure on this channel that everyone knows that we are not striving for perfection. As humans, we are not perfect. We are ever evolving and ever learning and ever changing. And so with that, we are ever evolving, ever learning and ever changing when it comes to our self-concept too. And so mental diet goes hand in hand with changing our self-concept. And mental diet, in a nutshell, is when you are making sure that you are being mindful of the thoughts that come into your head. Being mindful of how you talk to yourself and how you talk about yourself. So people often refer to it as flipping thoughts. And yes, I think you should be flipping thoughts. But as I've grown and learnt, and the more I've studied like traditional counseling and how the brain works, and the more I have come across so much toxic positivity in the manifestation community, the more I have thought and rethought how I feel about flipping every single thought. And I know that there are other creators out there bigger than I am, not that it takes a lot. But there, I shouldn't have said that, really, should I? Because that is an affirmation that I don't want to affirm. But there are other creators that also have been subscribing to this method of thinking, and one of those is Manifesting with Kimberly. I always shout her channel out whenever I relate to or refer to some content that she's made. I can't remember the specific video that she said it in. It might have been even in a live, where she said that you have to sit with the thoughts that you have sometimes, and as long as you're not like allowing them to really take over, sitting with that thought and asking where is this coming from is so much more useful than trying to flip every single thought that comes into your mind, because we have so many thoughts in a day that it is very difficult to try and flip every single one that comes in that is not in alignment with the manifestation that we're trying to bring in. But your mental diet is basically making sure that you are always thinking and speaking of yourself in relation to your manifestation in a way that allows you to live in the end as such. So if you're trying to manifest an SP, your thoughts should be along the lines of, they love me so much, they are constantly calling and texting me, they can't get enough of me, they're obsessed with me, if obsession is a word that you are comfortable with using. I know some people aren't, I am, I know that a lot of people are. I feel like obsession is kind of like they just really want you, like that's how it is to me. But other people may, I understand that's a triggering word for some people, and I respect that. But these are the sort of things that you should be thinking. And having a good mental diet is like when thoughts that come into your mind that contradict those living in the end thoughts, you want to make sure that you are flipping them into the affirmations that you have prepared to align with what you want to manifest. It's good to have a set of affirmations, sort of like 2 to 5, that you can easily go to when a negative thought comes up. It is also good to ask the thought where it is coming from, because oftentimes our thoughts come from a deeper self-concept, a deeper meaning, something that is really deeply embedded in ourselves. And the more that we ask questions about the way that we are thinking, the more that we understand where our core beliefs about ourselves and ourselves in relation to other things like relationships and money and career and those sort of things, body image. The more that we ask questions, the more that we understand that, and the more that we can actually target those specific beliefs. And so the easier it will be to maintain a mental diet that runs along smoothly with what we're trying to manifest. So we're not having to constantly flip thoughts, because we've addressed the main belief and the main self-concept issue that is there in the background creating all those negative thoughts. But having a good mental diet is very much like having a good physical diet. If you're eating McDonald's or takeaways every single day for every meal, then you are going to find it difficult to maintain a healthy diet. But if you're eating more vegetables and eating healthy meals, but slipping the odd takeaway in, then you're having a balanced mental diet. And I think that's what a lot of people miss. You are allowed to have balance in your mental diet just as much as you are in your physical diet. Your life is not going to fall apart just because you have a few bad thoughts. As long as the majority of your thoughts align with what you're trying to manifest, then your manifestation is coming in. You are not ruining your manifestation, you're not doing anything wrong. As long as the majority of your thoughts align with it, you are on the right path. If the majority of your thoughts are the opposite, and they are the takeaways and the fast food of your brain, then that is when there may be issues arising that could hinder your progress towards what you want to manifest. And so I really wanted to drive that home, that the balance is what you're looking for, that the majority of your thoughts are healthy thoughts that align with what you are trying to manifest, and that having the odd bad thought and having the odd bad day is not going to ruin your manifestation, just like having the odd takeaway or the odd cheat day, as it were, is not going to ruin your physical health. And I think that too many people think that just because they had one bad thought or just because they had a down day, that is going to be the end of their manifestation, that they've ruined everything, and that sends someone into panic, and then that does then hinder your manifestation. And so I want people to really understand that that's not how it is, and you are allowed to be human. We are humans. We are only just awakening now to the knowledge that we have been given. This knowledge is only now becoming popular in the media, and sometimes therefore it is being misconstrued because people interpret things in different ways. And that is totally fine. Everyone interprets things in their own way, and that is how the human mind works. That is how the human race works. But I think sometimes it can get to the point of toxic positivity, where it feels like if you are not perfect all the time and you're not thinking perfectly all the time, that will ruin your manifestation. And that isn't the case. Like I said, your mental diet needs to be balanced. You need to be flipping thoughts, but also understanding that you are human and you are going to have reactions to things, emotional reactions to things, and therefore thoughts will come up that may contradict that. As long as you're not dwelling in those thoughts and allowing those thoughts to take over and become your main thoughts, then you are not ruining your manifestation. You have to have a balance. And it's a good idea to have a list, like I say, of 2 to 5 affirmations that you can easily remember, that you can be like, as soon as a bad thought comes in, you can be like, no, this is how it is. This is how it is. And this is how it will be always. I am not that person that used to feel that way and think that way. This is me now. So your mental diet is important. Your mental diet is something that should be your main, not technique, but your main focus. Mental diet and self-concept, which go hand in hand. Those two, to me, and from my experience, and again, I can only teach from my experience because I don't experience other people's realities. This is my reality that I experience, and how I have always manifested is focusing on self-concept and mental diet. And I find that those two go hand in hand. The better your self-concept is, the better your mental diet is, and vice versa. So as long as your mental diet is balanced, then you will find that you are, the manifestation will come in quicker. If you find that your thoughts are going too much into the takeaways and fast food versions, then you need to be thinking about 1, flipping those thoughts, and 2, asking those thoughts, why are you coming up for me? what does this come from? Where in my belief system does this thought come from? Particularly if you are having thoughts that are repeating thoughts of the same like vein of belief, the thoughts that are very similar in ideas. Ask those thoughts, where are they coming from? Why am I thinking like this? What has made me think about like this? And sometimes that can be a very heavy thing to do, and so if you're not really feeling very good, I wouldn't recommend it, because it might be triggering, especially if you have undergone abuse in your life, and things that are really heavy topics. It's not the right word, but you know what I mean. But if you are feeling in a state of mind where you can ask those thoughts where they come from, ask those thoughts where they come from. If not, flip the thought and wait until a time when you are feeling stronger in yourself to be able to identify where that thought truly comes from and what belief is feeding that thought, so that you can work on that side of your self-concept to make sure that those thoughts come up less and less and less until they are gone completely, until your new self-concept becomes your 3D. I hope that all makes sense. I try to explain mental diet in the best way that I can, in the best way that I know it. I know that sometimes I might go around in circles, but sometimes it's like I want to make sure that what I am saying is truly understood by you and truly sinks in, because there are really important things to changing the way that you think that makes manifestation not just easier, but more fulfilling, and things that will last you, instead of manifesting in something quickly. All these clickbaity shit that is out there at the minute of, oh, I manifested in 24 hours, blah blah fucking blah. I'm not looking for that for you guys. I'm looking for you to manifest in the life of your dreams, and for you to keep that shit, not manifest something in quickly and then lose it, because truly you haven't addressed the underlying beliefs that have caused you to manifest the things that you don't want in your life in the first place. So I really hope that this helped you. If it did, please leave me a little thumbs up, because as I say always, that helps the algorithm, that helps me, my videos, to get out to more people, and I would love to just spread this message. I think everyone is entitled and deserves to be able to live and manifest the life of their dreams. If you are not already, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Leave me any comments down below. If you have any questions or if you have any video suggestions, I'm happy and open to it. In my description box, I have my email address. If you have... Sorry, I have a sad boy. In my description box, I always leave my email. If you have any questions that you would like to privately send, that you wouldn't like the public seeing, please feel free to email me. It may take me up to a week. If I don't reply in a week, it is because my ADHD has deleted that idea out of my head. So just give me a little reminder email and I will get back to you. As I say, my days are a little bit more free because my 4-year-old is at school, but I do have a 10-month-old who is rather grouchy. You see he is teething, but I'm always happy to help. Like I say, I just want everyone to be able to manifest in the life of their dreams and understand that they deserve everything that they've ever wanted, and they can get it. That is perfectly within their grasp. So I think I've covered, yeah, I think I've covered everything that I can do, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Say bye-bye. You say bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.